Hey, it's your boy the Crypto Goon, and shout out to all my crypto goons for pulling up once again. Ripple, which is the owner and creator of XRP, has just applied to become their own bank in the United States. Let's check out the article. Ripple applies for U.S. banking license, joining crypto rush for legitimacy. Ripple has followed Circle in looking to be its own bank after Congress moved ahead with a bill to regulate stablecoin issuers under the national bank regulator. Now, scrolling down, crypto firm Ripple Labs is applying for a banking license in the U.S. following a similar move by stablecoin issuer Circle International Group, as crypto firms look to be regulated to deepen ties with traditional finance. Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse confirmed on X on Wednesday that the company is applying for a license with the by Wall Street Journal. True to our long-standing compliance roots, Ripple is applying for a national bank charter from the OCC. Garlinghouse said if the license is approved, it will be a new and unique benchmark for trust in the stablecoin market, as the firm will be under federal and state oversight, with the New York Department of Financial Services already regulating its Ripple USD stablecoin. So here's his tweet right here, and also retweeting the Wall Street Journal news article on this. Ripple follows Circle on wanting bank charter. Ripple's decision to get a banking license came just 2 days after Circle, which issues the second largest stablecoin, USDC, applied to the OCC to create a national trust bank that will oversee its stablecoin reserves. The move by both firms comes as the U.S. Senate passed a stablecoin regulating bill called the Genius Act, which lays out standards for offering the US dollar pegged tokens, including that the OCC will oversee larger stablecoin issuers. Circle co-founder and CEO Jeremy Allaire said the company was taking proactive steps to align with emerging US regulation for the issuance and operation of dollar-dominated payment stablecoins. Anchorage Digital is the only crypto platform that holds a national bank charter. Ripple bids for Fed Master Account. Ripple's Garlinghouse added that the company also applied for a master account with the Federal Reserve, which will give it access to the U.S. central banking system. This access would allow us to hold RLUSD reserves directly with the Fed and provide an additional layer of security to the future-proof trust in RLUSD, Garlinghouse said. Congress is working towards clear rules and regulations, and banks, in a cry from the years of Operation Checkpoint 2.0, are leaning in, he added, mentioning the conspiracy that the Biden administration sought to cut off crypto from the financial system. Ripple applied for the account through Standard Custody, a crypto custody firm it acquired in February of 2024. Now, when this news came out, XRP gains over 3% in Ripple's bank charter application. XRP, the token of the XRP Ledger blockchain that Ripple Labs uses for its products, has risen 3.2% over the past day to trade at $2.24 according to CoinGecko. The token began to climb late on Wednesday before hitting a 24-hour peak of $2.27 around the time of Garlinghouse post before slightly cooling from its rally. Now that's big news for Ripple and for XRP. So let's head over to the chart. And what we're looking at right now is the weekly chart. So for the past several weeks, we have been in this channel. This is very similar to a bullish flag. Now let me head to the monthly, which is my favorite chart. And always, I always look at the chart patterns when it comes to this, and also the fundamentals. So that was great news. So hopefully we break out of this and we head to the upside. Now for me, I'm looking for XRP to make a very large move. Okay, so I always use the Fibonacci. If you're new to the channel, I always talk about how these cryptocurrencies, they love the 50% area and the 618. So as you can see, we've already come down to this 50 or very close to it, and we pop back up. Just broke out of this large bullish triangle pattern. So I'm looking for this to go further to the upside. Now, the way I come up with my price targets is I reverse the Fibonacci. And as you can see here, the first price target is the 141. That is $59.17. Okay. Now the 161, $248 per coin. The 161 is, that's further away down the line. The XRP has a very high chance of hitting the 141, that is $59. I know a lot of people, especially the market cap boys, always say, hey, it's impossible. There's too many XRP tokens. But one thing that they don't understand is that for every XRP transaction, we burn tokens, therefore making XRP even more scarce than what it currently is at the moment today. So with XRP, with Ripple, the future's looking bright. They come up with their own lending institution. That's good. I'm sorry, they come up with their own bank. That's great. But there are several questions that I have. Are they able to just bypass, once they own their own bank, are they able to just bypass the SWIFT system, right? Or will they be able to use their own processes internally? But what if these other banks don't have, the same technology to be able to send and receive and communicate with them? So that's kind of like one question that I have. How exactly does that work? If they file their own bank charter, will they have to use and adhere to the SWIFT system? Or is this just their way of getting in the door and then saying, hey, everybody, here's a better way for us to do this, a faster way, a cheaper way, for us to operate this thing outside of, this old and tired SWIFT system that we've been using forever, right? But anyway, I'm interested in hearing what you all think down in the comments. I appreciate you all tapping in. Again, it's the Crypto Goon, the #1, never the 2. Crypto Goon out.